Hi, it's Diggin, and this is the vibe. Um, Thanks for joining me. I'm going to begin by apologizing to you. And what I want to apologize to you about is I just realized concerning Nibiru and one of the videos I made, Do We Die Because of Nibiru? I didn't complete it. I didn't share with you, I didn't answer that question. And I went, oh my goodness. Okay, holy moly. I didn't realize that, so I am really sorry. I apologize about that. I've had some stuff on my plate. It's absolutely no excuse. And I really am sorry that I didn't get to the answer, do we die because of Nibiru? And I'm going to answer no. No, we don't. Okay? And the reason I say no, we don't is because Nibiru misses the Earth. Nibiru does not hit the Earth. It flies by, granted, it flies by. Definitely flies by. When I was asking the angel all these questions and I was looking on the horizon, it was being explained to me because I wanted to understand why the world was in the condition that it was and why I saw the people in the condition that they were. So I had very blatantly asked the angel, um, what happened? Did Nibiru hit the earth? And the answer flat out is no. So, do we die because of the presence of Nibiru? Not directly by that planet, no, we don't. There is some suffering on Earth, but the suffering on Earth has to do with all the asteroids, all the falling rocks. There's two big ones, and it states one is going to hit the actual Earth, and the other is going to hit the seas. And those two are catastrophic. That is what we should be concerning about. The good thing is that people that are in power are aware of this. It is a concern because they don't want to die either, you know. And so there is a lot of attention put on that system that I would say its arrival is a little closer than we possibly imagine it to be. Now, I get my information from heaven, or they come to me, or I get lifted. And in this particular time, I had the privilege of actually asking, did Nibiru hit the earth? And not only was I told, but I was shown. A lot of Christians know, and even some people that aren't Christians know that one of the asteroids, rocks that hit the Earth, is called wormwood, and this is where it's detrimental. Also, the iron in the air before it really settles, it's a whop diddly. It really is a whop diddly. You know, I'm not even messing around with this, and I'm really not. You know, I already started to put together a survival package for myself. I'm all over my children on it. They know that this is very real, so they're, you know, and I told them, hey, listen, buy quads. You know, you're going to want to reach places that a vehicle isn't, it's not going to happen. And whatever battery, you got to really keep it buried and protected. Also, people have to be in the frame of mind where they do understand that everything's going to change. The way that it is going to change. Like now, whether we have homes, lands, property, apartments, these are all luxuries. We have to adapt to our ancestors' way of living and psychologically get our heads around that being nomads might be the best course of action rather than just staying put and waiting for it to happen, waiting for it to pass. Wouldn't it be just that easy? Wouldn't it be? But that's not reality. It's not. So what the angel and why the information came to me was in order for me to tell mankind, I'm not worried or wondering who hears this. Uh, when this was discussed, I have to be really honest. I put my whole heart. I don't even question it. I just put it on the Lord. He knows what He's doing, and I just, do as I am told, and I share what I am told to share. And first things first, reality is not going to be the same. That's the first thing. There's so many people arguing about this, and yes, religion is going to be a part of it. Why is religion going to be a part of it? Because it's been prophesied it, because there are Bibles. In these Bibles, it's been written. Even science, if you step outside of a stigmata and go, I want to prove it scientifically, science will tell you the exact same thing. So you cannot say it's real or it's not real, because, it's not just religion, it's also science. It's been proved. And I'm disheartened or saddened, really, that there's more. I already know. People are going to they're not going to be able to hold themselves back, and they're going to want to say it's not real. I'm crazy. I'm misleading people, and yada 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 yada. Hey, listen, I know for a fact. Okay, throughout time, people with prophecy that shared prophecy, they were ridiculed, they were stoned, they were ripped apart, they were killed, they were drowned. I mean, everything. I mean, they were hated. I get it. But I hold fast to, they hated my Lord first. So if they hated Him, that loves us so much unconditionally, I'm not better than Him. Yeah, people are gonna hate on me too, but that doesn't change the fact. It doesn't. It doesn't. And yes, in today's society, I get it. I say, hey, listen, I talk to Jesus all the time. You guys, yeah, that's not the concern. It's if I'm able to carry a conversation, then I'm mentally ill. I have mental illness, and I get all that. But throughout it all, I've got tough skin, and the reason I have tough skin is because it's all so real. You know, so I've got to tell it to you straight, young and old. There will be enough signs. There is not going to be any getting away from it. A gentleman made a video and said, listen, as soon as you start seeing that light pinkish dust on your vehicles, heads up. And I mean literally heads up. Being forewarned is forearmed. And like I say to some people, if I'm wrong or other people that are prophesying, are wrong, oh well, there's science. Hello. Now, the interesting thing is science can verify physical bodies. I get the verification of the physical. When I say bodies, I'm talking about heavenly and earthly. And I'm talking planets, stars, people, spirits, fallen, yeah. I don't want to say I'm going to make sure that I patent this and then I'll verbalize what I'm stammering over. It's a reference. So I do owe you the apology by not having followed through completely in that video and stating, hey, listen, I a thousand, a million, millions to millions to gazillions, trillions. I know that's the percentage. I know it doesn't hit Earth. That's a fact. But that's not the concern. The concern are the two stones, like one, because I don't want to put the fear of God in people. And if you don't know God yet and you don't understand why Jesus, okay, and I get it, like I stop to think and I go, it's because all that he said and all that he was and all that wasn't put forth completely. Somebody always had some type of agenda. Well, my agenda is just doing, what I am shown, and that is sharing what I'm told. I'm told to tell. And that is sharing, just to be able to say to mankind, you know what, we all get our act together and we stop, dilly-daddling. I've been saying it for the last couple of videos. Do your homework, get your proof. You can say anything to me about being a fearmonger, and I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff. But it doesn't change the fact. It doesn't. It really doesn't change the fact that, hey, listen, angels are real. Jesus is real. You can call him Yeshua, all these, I just call him Lord. He knows how much I love him, and it's all good. I know how blessed I am to interact with him as often as I do, to be lifted in heaven. Like at one point, I even said, to our heavenly Father and to the angel, all of this because of two brothers. Can you just smack them both and get them to take a time out? What the? And I'll get to that. I'll get to that. If you keep watching these videos, like I said, I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you absolutely everything. And what you're going to find as time goes on, you'll say, hey, where did I hear that? Where do I hear that? Why do I remember that? And, I chose digging for a couple of different reasons. One, because I just dig music and I dig life. I really do. It's, I'm not of this world, but there is a beauty in this world. And I do remember myself before I incarnated, and it was a gift. It was a gift from God. The sad thing is that it's going to hell. That's the sad thing. A part of it is. And then as it goes to hell, well, we all, maybe, not all of us, we know that there is going to be a day of the Lord. But that, again, is another video. I'm going to stick to answering that one question. Do we die? Not if we are prepared and due diligent. Don't let anybody know if you don't want to be called a loony. That's fine. You know what? Don't let your pride stop you. But this is very real. It is so real that, and then there's that other part of me that says, you know what? I also know that in Scripture, God literally said, and Jesus said, some people aren't supposed to know. And they're not supposed to know because they have to physically learn. We've all learned through heartbreak, and we've all learned through despair and betrayal, but all of these, I can sum it all up, loves to one word, and that's experience. That's the gift here, is experiencing. And that's why everything has become so sinful and so polluted and, and so daft. And so, because really, do you really believe that there is a life or planets that can come in our direction and, Yeah, all of that's real. All of it is real. So do your scientific homework. Read, read, read. Dig it up. Investigate. You will find that everybody is being truthful here. Nobody's fear mongering. Nobody's trying to scare the crap out of anybody. It's more everybody wants everybody to educate themselves and why they want these people and everybody to educate themselves. And there's only one reason why is you don't want anybody hurt. You don't want anybody dying, not by any means. And I think it's the hurt more than anything. You don't want anybody hurt. So, and beginning with yourself. So, do we die because of Nibiru? Not directly, no. No, we don't. It does not hit the earth. That is not where the problem lies. That is not where the danger lies. It really does hit the earth from where I was standing looking at the horizon, and I was being shown how, like when I was there, even, okay, and I was looking on the horizon, everything was different. The sky was dark. Everything was red, the air was red, and in the far distance, you could see what I asked was a sun, because our sun was dark, it was very dim. And there was a bright light in the center, so I felt that it was a sun, and I wasn't corrected. And there was a horizon out in the distance. And when because I did ask, was Nibiru going to hit the earth? Um, as I was listening to him explaining and pointing, and I was looking, I did not see Nibiru with my eyes. I didn't. So I'm going to bravely, okay, say, hey, listen, if you are in one part of the world, you're not even going to see it. It is very non existent. And that's how it is. I didn't make up, physics. I didn't make up any of this. God, I wasn't the creator of all of this. I'm just going good, good, good when I do know it is good for humanity, that humanity is going to be safe, that there are things that we have to watch out for, and if we don't fall for the pits and we don't fall for the traps, we will be okay. It's going to take smarts on our part. People are going to be very deceitful, and other people are going to be very genuine, and all because of the same reason, and that is fear, that is danger. And this is, a part of the detriment. So we really do have to be up on information, take our heads out of the sand, stop arguing whether it's real or isn't real. Truly. It says not only in books of science, it says in books of spirituality pertaining to the times of Christ, our Christ. And we're still debating, are angels are real? Are there aliens? Aliens are all demons and yada yada. You know what? Listen, everybody's being fooled. Everybody. I'm telling you. A lot of people, more than you believe, have had an agenda. Why? Because they fear the same thing. They have families too. They have wives, husbands, children, grandchildren, great great grandchildren. And if they don't want to clue in, that one person or two people are going to feel all the responsibility upon them because they know the truth of these things. And so, they're going to want to sell anything in order to be able to provide safety for those that they love. You know it. When I put it this way, you know it. They've all had an agenda. The one agenda that I have is God's love, is Jesus' love. That's it. That's it. That's my only agenda. And loving you, of course. If God loves you and I'm, told, and kid yourself not, I've cried many a tear for mankind, just going into shock, seeing all that I have, and I've seen it throughout my lifetime. You would think that, I would not get so emotional and cry and have my heart break. But it is what it is. And so we have to, roll up our sleeves and take our heads out of the sand, stop being in denial. Hey, you don't want to get, religion, involved. You don't want to go seeking in any books that are combined into the one book called the Bible or Bible, as some might say, head first in science. Head first, throw yourself head first in science. Investigate, do that just because you love somebody. Okay, so I felt really super bad when I noticed, oh my goodness, I didn't answer that question, do we die because of Nibiru? And I am so sorry. I really am. I've had some, stuff going on. It's been a rough couple of years. And this past Saturday, I had a heart attack from hell. And that just gives you an idea. But they're all wondering why I'm not dead. I know why I'm not dead. I really do know why I'm not dead. You know, I should be dead. The doctors all say I should be dead. They shake their heads. They're in awe. They're speechless. And I tell them, I know why I'm not dead. So, and that is because, look, we got to get our head around a lot of things that are coming up because there's a lot of misinformation. A lot. Like, OMG, a lot. You can love me, you can hate me, you can disbelieve me, you can believe me. I say just, I'll lead the way. Check out the leads. If it makes sense to you, then awesome. Why? Because your chances of surviving just went up. People that you love, their chances just went up. Your friends, their chances just went up. And you know how that goes. And then they share, and then they share, and then they share. And before you know it, people are becoming aware, locked, and loaded, as some might say. Okay, so I apologize. I did not answer the question, and I really did not know. If I knew, I would have been all over it. And it wasn't until this evening that I took notice, and I just went, "Oh my goodness, I'm really sorry. I owe you an apology, and I am so sorry." So there's the answer pertaining to Nibiru. Okay, love you all lots. I bid you an adieu. Like, that's what they say. Share, subscribe. Don't get down. Don't get down. Like this is only up. I mean, yeah, okay, there's some stuff that is going to happen. I'm going to put it out there because billions are off the mark. Never thought I'd say that, but now I get it. Billions are off the mark. And it's always, it's always the peas, the little peas. Those little peas are important. They're felt. Mattresses high, and you can still feel that little pea because that's where the truth is. So until next time, I love you lots. I bid you an adieu. And again, my bad. I'm really sorry for not having answered that question. Do we die because of Nibiru? Does Nibiru hit the earth? No, no, and no. Okay. Till next time, I'm digging, and this is the vibe.